Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another GTA 5 Online video. My name is Captain, and in this video today, I'm going to be showing you and walking you through how I almost lost $3 million from the nightclub in GTA Online. If you find this video helpful, of course, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, turn on post notifications, and without further ado, let's go. So, if you're unfamiliar, the nightclub business in GTA Online is by far one of the best ways to make money in the game. Now, the nightclub wall safe is paying 2 times money this week at the time of recording. However, the nightclub goods section of the business is not paying 2 times money. However, for those of you who are familiar with how nightclub sell missions work or how sell missions work in general in GTA Online, it either goes really well for you or it goes pretty badly, to put it politely. We were in a public session for this nightclub sell mission. I had a full stock level. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna send it. I want to go in a public session, and you'll see it in the gameplay at the start of this video. There were a lot of players in this session, in particular maybe 3 or 4 of those players all on oppressors, oppressor Mark IIs, and yeah, I pretty much went for it. I sent it. So one thing I would recommend, a hot tip for those of you, I want to combine this as sort of a story for you guys, but also like a journey of how I got to the end of this mission, but also a few tips that you can learn from my mistakes in this cell mission. So first tip, one of the main tips that I actually think I did quite well was I started the cell mission as a SecuroServe CEO rather than a motorcycle club president. The reason being is you can go to your interaction menu, go to CEO abilities, and actually start or activate the ghost organization section of the business. This essentially is going to completely hide you from the map, from all players for 3 minutes. It doesn't seem like a lot of time, but it will make a massive difference. You can see in the gameplay here, I activated the ghost organization right as like probably 1 second before the global signal goes out. So you'll see that in your bottom right hand corner. If you're selling in a public session, check for the global signal. As soon as there is like 1 second left, you want to activate that ghost organization through your CEO abilities. You can see here, I'm going through the menus again and just checking. I don't know, I was trying to find if there was another way I could prevent or basically mask myself from anyone else around the map after the CEO or ghost organization through the CEO abilities, but there was not. Another tip as well, shortcuts are going to be your best friend. However, with this truck in particular, it is one heavy mo effer. It is a very heavy truck, so by all means, look, take shortcuts as best as you can, but I would just recommend just stick to the route on your map. Stick to roads, stick to the off-road trails. Don't try and take any shortcuts. It's going to make a lot more sense. You would have seen in the gameplay there, seems pretty straightforward, but later on it caught me out big time. You can see there was an opposing or just a motorcycle club team, a president and an associate. They were also completing a cell mission, so I was super wary. I thought I was just going to lose it all in a matter of seconds there, but we were all good. I just sort of hung back a little bit. They drove past, I drove the opposite direction. We were all good. So when it comes to completing these cell missions, there's a few different types of missions you will get. One of them will be one delivery truck like this. It's always going to be one delivery truck or a van, depending on how much stock you have. But you're either going to get one drop-off destination or what I'm getting here, which is 3 different drop-off locations. The ghost organization is very beneficial for the first part of this mission. Those 3 minutes are pivotal. It means you can deliver most of your sales in the downtown Los Santos region, and eventually the final drop-off point typically takes place around the middle, if not the northern part of the map in Blaine County. So that's where the ghost organization is super handy, because it allows you to be hidden from any other players and enemies or rivals in that initial stage of the mission. So by the time you get out to Vinewood Hills or past Vinewood Hills to this region here, ghost organization is going to be disabled. You will of course be visible to all players around the map, and realistically it's going to take someone in an off chance that they are in this part of the map, or they just want to go out of their way to destroy your sale mission to take you out. But if you're already out here, I think 9 times out of 10 it's going to be just one random who is going to come out here and ruin it for you. But you're going to see in the gameplay here, do not do what I did on screen here. You can see we've got 12 minutes, 40 seconds left. This was the biggest mistake I have ever made in GTA Online with the cell mission. You can see it was a pain in the butt, to put it nicely. You can see I'm using the up and atomizer. I'm so lucky, by the way, that I had the up and atomizer so I could manipulate the way or how this truck was moving around this vicinity here. I'm trying my absolute best to get it out of this area here. You can see I just kept going with it, persisting. Eventually I got it almost out. There were these rafts or these boats in the way. I'm using the Widowmaker as well to try and destroy those boats. That wasn't working. The up and atomizer was a lifesaver. Eventually we got there. I sold the goods, but that took 5.5 minutes. And I was so surprised that no one took me out. I was able to complete the sale mission, but it was by far I even activated Ghost Organization for a second time, keeping in mind it has about like a 6 or 7 minute cooldown period, but you'll see it was all worth it to make $3 million. I could have easily lost it if someone wanted to come up there. It was pretty much a full lobby of like 27 players or something, but that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Bit of a story time for you with Captain. Hopefully you learned something, learn from my mistakes, take something away from this video. There was 25 players in this lobby. Anyway, be sure to leave a like, take care, subscribe, share it with a friend. My name's Captain, I'm out.